Hey guys, welcome back. Long time no watch. I know, right? Alright, so let's get started. This time we're just going to talk briefly about rate of distribution. A nice, short, quick little video for you, and we'll delve into deeper detail later. But before we get started, again, I just want to remind you the equations that we are really focusing on this time around is the slope of our line. We're looking at K and its ability to equal clearance over volume, and we're also going to look at half-life. Whoops, forgot that 6 in there. That's important. Over K. We're talking about the effects that volume has on these. So let's just get started. So when we talk about rated distribution, we want to talk our transport through a membrane. And by doing so, there's two ways different drugs can go through a membrane. Well, actually there's three, but we're only going to talk about two. Passive diffusion and carrier mediated. And just for completeness sake, the other one is called facilitated diffusion, but we're not going to talk about that. So, passive diffusion. As most of you know, that is when a drug is just able to cross the barrier or cross the membrane fairly easy. And this is due mainly in part to characteristics of the drugs. If you guys recall back to bioavailability and when we were talking about FA, the characteristics of a good drug, I know, seems like forever, but remember when we talked about how things had to be highly lipophilic, have low molecular weight, they were unionized? Those are the drugs that really were able to cross the membrane easily. That's exactly what passive diffusion is. It's just going across the membrane because it's the characteristics of the drug and it doesn't require any energy. Then we have the carrier mediated, which is a lot different. It can go against a concentration gradient. And it's kind of like a lock and key method, and it requires energy. And we'll get into it more, but just a heads up for what's to come. I know, exciting! Alright, and then we're going to talk about blood flow to a site. We're going to talk about what limits a drug from getting to the site. Sometimes it's a perfusion limitation, or sometimes it's the permeability limitation. When we're talking about perfusion limitations, the drugs themselves are great and they're able to cross real easily, but we have a hard time of getting the blood to the site where it needs to be. Now, with permeability, it's just the opposite. The blood's there. We have all the drug that we need carrying the blood there. But the drugs themselves are maybe too large, polar, and aren't able to cross the membrane. And we're going to talk about how those different things will affect what we can do as pharmacists. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoy. We'll talk to you later. See ya!